Welcome to the CTB Zodiac channel. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our newsletter today includes the following. Even though it's more like a mirror, the heart adores taking on the role of a horoscope symbol. He obviously possesses vast wisdom, but he never shows it. He has potential, but he does not always use it, even though there is a saying that goes something like, dumb people are lucky. How do you know that other people are actually as stupid as the saying implies? Many people in the real world put on an act but end up showing their true inadequacy. Although the other party may appear honest and direct at first glance, you should not automatically label them as a simple person. This is true even if the other party seems completely honest. Some people seem to always be very insightful, yet they never speak the truth, leading one to believe that they must possess unusually high levels of insight. How many different constellations of this type are there? Then, 1 Aquarius. Those born under the Aquarius sign sometimes give the impression of being incredibly naive and ignorant of the outside world, but many Aquarians are actually highly shrewd and intelligent within. Aquarians may come out as quite outgoing, but in reality they prefer to keep their distance from the rest of humanity. This is because Aquarius thinks they are at a comfortable enough level of familiarity with each other to discuss anything. When Aquarius is in an unfamiliar environment, they often keep to themselves or act politely and sympathetically toward others. They'll play dumb and crack jokes in an effort to hide their wit. In reality, an Aquarius is someone who lives their life with complete transparency and who often possesses wisdom and understanding much above their years. They have the ability to see through a variety of illusions in the real world and can make many direct and succinct criticisms. An Aquarius perspective isn't narrowly topical, rather, it's either exceedingly wide-ranging or wholly novel. Hence, the slanted blades of swords are also a symbol of Aquarius's knowledge. The things that most people know are probably boring to them, but they know a lot about the things that most people don't. Thus Aquarius may save a lot of criticism if they seem not to know anything. They want, on the one hand, very much to keep their heads above the tide of public opinion. On the other hand, they aim to appear naive so that others will treat them with less mistrust and avoid attacking them when they do make a mistake. The term hermit is sometimes used to describe someone born under the sign of Aquarius, implying that nobody cares whether or not that individual is alive. 2 Aries. Because of their extreme sensitivity, people born under the sign of Aries are often refreshingly direct and honest. Sometimes they can pinpoint the root of the problem right away, and they always know what to do to put a stop to it. Quick thinking and flexibility are hallmarks of the Arian intellect. Hence, when things look bleak, they are experts at either making them so or finding a way to quickly reverse their fortune. Aries can appear swift and ruthless when they set their minds to a task, as though no resistance stands in their way. It's not that Aries is especially fortunate, rather, they're able to avoid harm by going around perilous roadblocks and straight to Huanglong. Those born under the sign of Aries are unfairly stereotyped as being emotionally dim-witted, a view shared by the majority of the population. Actually, Aries is only prepared to forego some of the cost of communication in exchange for improved effectiveness, and Aries is not stupid and charming, but rather they are really wise. And their thoughts are often remarkable. The thing is, every once in a while, an Aries will feel like they have an iron skull. They are good at looking for the bright side of things and maintaining a clear attitude. Those born under the sign of Aries are said to have sharp minds and strong wills, yet they are sometimes misunderstood because of the old adage that stupid people have foolish blessings. 3 Pisces. Pisces have a tendency to read people like a book, but they won't confess it. Instead, they'll put on a show of weakness to hide how much of a fraud they really are. In fact, when Pisces has a goal in mind, they won't share even the most basic information about it with anyone else. They are able to spend the time discreetly, as they give no indication that they are engaged in any activity beyond sitting around. But in fact they are secretly training in Kung Fu, for the most part. Pisces are good at keeping their true sentiments to themselves, but they can also put on a charmingly silly front when called for. They go to great lengths to create the impression that they are both naive and adept at making sacrifices by acting out in front of others. They know that most people have the mentality of wanting to aid those who are in a disadvantaged position, which gives Pisces a significant edge when trying to affect public opinion and argue in their favor. They'll talk about how hard they've worked and the things they've given up, but their true anger will be kept in check. When it comes to intellect and EQ, Pisces is in the top tier. They are very perceptive of other people's thoughts and can easily persuade those around them that they need to be protected. These folks are very easy to hurt. When it comes to mastery, though, Pisces is often the kind to retreat from the world rather than engage it. Although they appear to be regressing, they are actually quite capable of seizing the initiative. Those born under the fish zodiac are known to be exceptionally patient and adept at picking it carefully. They may endure unjust treatment for a long period if it means finally accomplishing their objective.